here at the Johnson City Walmart. Two fire trucks on the scene, 26-1 and 26-2. We have a vehicle and two police cars. The call came in property damage. We are not too sure exactly what's going on. Again, we're at the Walmart in Johnson City, New York. Might be a medical call, it looks like. We're not sure. Right now they're inspecting the vehicle. We have one vehicle involved. Now we have an ambulance or another siren coming to the scene, if you can hear it. Still not exactly sure what happened. Property damage call was the initial call of the scene. We now have, as you just saw, an ambulance drive by. 26-2 engine, 26-1 engine of Johnson City Fire Department. We also have the Johnson City Police on the scene, and we also now have a Union Volunteer Emergency Squad, which is our local ambulance company, volunteer ambulance company for this area. Like one of the firemen are lowering the ladder. A bee just flew by me and I had to duck the camera. A big old bumblebee just flew by me. I don't know if I'm by a wasp nest or a bee's nest. or what we're by here. Now someone just pulls up in front of me here. We're not sure what's going on. I have no idea. It came in as basically the vehicle damage to a vehicle is basically what the call is. I have no idea. The fire trucks pull up, they get a hose out, then the police officer starts talking to the gentleman, and now they're doing their equipment. I'm not sure what it is. Now the ambulance showed up, and on the scan, one. Property damage was the initial call that came in. That's what they call it, for property damage. Now, you know, I don't know what for property damage means someone's vehicle damage, like a fire or something, but you know, I don't know why an ambulance would be here for a fire call, but that's why I said there's no damage.
You gotta respond to everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was just told that the fire departments in this area respond with the ambulance. Where I live, that is also what they do. However, they do have medics and firemen that are separate from each other. Here it is all a volunteer ambulance squad with a paid Johnson City Fire Department. Somebody else just told me it was a med call. It's a med call? Alright, it's a medical call. We're still not sure what's going on. And this bee is still flying around me. That's why I'm jerking the camera around, because the bee keeps flying near me. Now what the bee is doing, I have no idea. I doubt the bee is trying to attack me. It's probably for all these flowers that are around. Now the fireman is looking over the car, and we have another one. Property damages can be accidents, they can be fires, they can be anything involved with a vehicle that has been damaged. So possibly there is some mechanical failure with the car, and that's why the fire department responded, just in case a fire was to happen. Damages to vehicles are current depending on the newer models, but I'm not sure exactly what's happened. I'm going back and sitting down because this bee keeps following me. In a minute I'm going to take my hat off and I'm going to hit the bee, which is probably not a good idea because the bee is just flying around the flowers. It would not be very nice if I hit the bee. We have another drive-by. We do have a volunteer area here. Maybe some other firemen responded to the volunteer car. I'm not sure that Johnson City, here in Johnson City, New York, is volunteer and paid. I do not believe they are. Endicott Fire Department is a paid crew, which also volunteers do respond. I know our medical teams in the area, all except for Binghamton, New York, are all volunteer EMTs, paramedics, and ambulance personnel. Again, property damage, car might have been damaged, a mechanical failure. It looks like they're inspecting the vehicle. The person had ambulance personnel helping him. Of course, we have the police on the scene as well, and the fire department here now looks like they're talking over what they're going to do with the vehicle. looks like the side of the car is slanted to the left of our video here, which is the right side of the car. Maybe some mechanical failure of the tire or engine area. I'm not sure if there's any leaky fluids coming out of the front of the car there. Now another police officer responding. Earlier there was a state trooper driving around. We are at a Walmart which covers sheriff, state troopers, and the Johnson City district. I'm legally allowed to film if a fire truck or a police car is involved. One of the first times that I've ever filmed a Johnson City call. Very infrequent, unusual to see the Johnson City fire crews go to a scene. I've seen them at the hospital. I was told not to film there. And I've seen them at a car accident, which I couldn't stop to film at. I don't think they do have a lot of calls. It's a very small village. I call it a town because that's always what we've called it here in this area. I guess something happened to the car, and that's why it was property damage originally, but I think it turned into something else. And this bee again is flying around me. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's awful close to my head. That's why I'm wobbling around with the camera. Did not get a chance to get the full arrival of everybody, but maybe it is the tire of the vehicle. Maybe it was a flat tire of some kind. Maybe somebody was trying to change the tire perhaps and got hurt. Not really sure. We now see the firemen leaving. Engine 26-2 there is we have two stations in Johnson City here. One is on Harriel Drive, the other one is on Floral Avenue. I think they each do have an engine. I think they each do have a ladder truck. I think the medical team that they have, first responding paramedic, whatever you want to call it, small rescue truck, is located on the Harriel Drive one, and the other one is a full ladder and engine crew. And we see the fire department leaving. Once they leave, I do legally have to stop filming. So you cannot film in the state of New York if there's an ambulance medical call due to the HIPAA law. And also law enforcement has very strict contingency rules about filming. So they're on their way out, so we'll get them leaving, and then we're going to be taking off here for purposes of legal matters. That is engine 26-1 is leaving. Right there. They're taking off. And now we see them leaving. The scene. And now we see 26-2 leaving the scene. So I have to legally now, since there's an ambulance, due to the HIPAA law, everybody has heard of me speaking of the HIPAA law before and the inability to film anything dealing with an ambulance. Law enforcement also doesn't like you filming as well. They're going up the road. So that's it. And we're done. And don't forget to subscribe.